Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be making pizza. I hope you enjoy this video because it is going to be looking so delicious. You'll want to make this pizza yourself. 1 cup of warm water, 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. This is the yeast that I'm using. After you open it, you're going to want to put it in the refrigerator. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of honey. Here's the second one. Now you're going to want to mix it. This is what it looks like. Now we're going to wait 5 minutes until it gets frothy. So this is what mine looks like. If yours don't look like mine, don't freak out, just wait another 5 minutes. And as long as you see some bubbles and some kind of activity happening, you're good. I'm going to be adding 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour unbleached. I'm using King Arthur. You do not have to use this brand. This is just what I'm using, and this is just what I have. You don't have to use this one. You can use any all-purpose flour. I choose unbleached because it's a lot better than having the bleached kind. Having bleached flour is not actually good for you, if that makes sense. So I go, even if it's off-brand, I always go for unbleached all-purpose flour. I wanted to try this flour out, but you do not have to use this flour at all. I'm going to be using a sifter. You do not have to use it if you don't have one, but I'm just going to be using it. So that's 1 cup. Okay, so this is the 2nd cup, and then I'm going to do 1/2 cup. Now I'm going to be putting 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to mix it around. If it gets a little too rough, like to stir around with your spatula, you can use your hands. I'm using gloves because sometimes I don't like that it goes in my fingernails, and I want to make sure that I mean, I wash my hands all the time, so don't be worrying about that. I just don't like it in my fingernails. A lot of bakers, they use no gloves, and I have to wear gloves sometimes, because sometimes I'll have like cuts on my hands, if that makes sense. So yeah. Alright, so after you use your hands, you want to put it on your surface. Try to at least get most of whatever's in your bowl. So I notice like some bakers, they don't do that. But if you can't get everything, that's fine. And then we're just going to knead it. You can knead it however you want. You can go like this. Or I've seen people just stretch it and then fold it in, stretch it, and then fold it in. But I usually go like this, and it doesn't have to be like a certain time like most people say, oh, knead it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I just knead it until it looks good to me. Okay, so this is what mine looks like. So what you want to do is you want to put your finger like that, and if it bounces back, then you're good. Just like that. Trying to see if you can see it. See how it bounced back? That's what you want. So now, you want to take your bowl that you just had and put 1 tablespoon of oil into your bowl. I'm using avocado oil. I just put it all over on the bottom. And then you take your dough and you just switch it around, bottom to top, side to side, so it's all coated. This is what mine looks like. Then I like to smush it down a tiny bit in the bowl. So I set it in the middle and then I squish it down a little bit. And then I either put a plastic wrap over it, or I put a towel over it. When I usually use a plastic bowl, I have to use a towel because the plastic wrap doesn't stick to this. So then after you put your towel or plastic wrap on it, you're gonna wanna wait for an hour for it to rise. I put mine in the oven with the light on. Do not turn on your oven because you will cook your dough. Not only will you cook your dough, but you will also cook the thing that's on top and probably have it catch on fire. So be careful. I want to show you my stand mixer. My boyfriend gave me this for Christmas. It is called Beautiful and it's by Drew Barrymore. So he got me this. It was on sale. It was like, I think $100 at Walmart. But I don't really know how much it is right now. But yeah, the logo is on the other side. But yeah. But today I just wanted to use a regular bowl and just do it by hand. I kind of miss doing the old-fashioned way I used to do it. Every once in a while I'll use a stand mixer and it is a lot easier to use that. But I think it's a little fun when you just do it by hand without a machine. You can just do it by yourself and it's fun. So you want to take your plastic wrap off or your towel, and this is what my dough looks like. It definitely doubled in size. Preheat your oven to 435 degrees. Okay, so I got my pan. This is what my pan looks like. And I think that's like a 16-inch pan, but then I used parchment paper. I cut a circle. I know it's not the best circle. It doesn't have to look perfect, okay? All right, so you want to take your dough, and it don't really matter which side you use. And you just want to push down. I kind of wish I had a tripod so I could have showed you like how to spread it out, but this is what it's looking. Okay, so you want to take your fork and start poking it just like so. This is to prevent any pockets from like bubbles. That way it breathes while it's cooking. If that makes sense. If I'm not making sense, like leave a comment and just say I'm not making any sense, because this is just how I do it. And then the holes don't have to be like perfect. They can be like messy, like mine don't look like, yes, some people do it like in a straight line, but I just do mine however I want, because guess what, it is my pizza and nobody else's. I'm the one who's eating it, not you, unless you make it yourself, you know. So that's what it looks like so far. Okay, so now I'm going to add my Prego pizza sauce. This one is really good. Okay, I got this from Walmart and it is so delicious. So I'm gonna pour some. And you don't have to do the same amount I'm doing it. You can do it however you want. But next I'm gonna grab one of these spoons, and this is like really, I'm used to using both hands, like, but I'm holding my phone while I'm trying to, that's why it's spinning around all weird. Okay, so I'm using Great Value mozzarella cheese. So I added about 3 cups of mozzarella cheese and like a pinch of it, and then I put some oil around the outside for the crust, and then I put some seasonings. I put salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, I can't remember the other one, but yeah. And then I'm going to be adding some parsley and some Italian seasoning on top. When I say parsley, I mean this parsley flakes from Walmart, not the one that's fresh. So now that I put my pepperoni on and all my ingredients on top, I'm going to be plopping it in the oven for 15 minutes. So this is what my pizza looks like. So if 15 minutes doesn't work for you, try leaving it in for about 3 more minutes or a couple minutes until you get the desired look for your pizza. But there you go, and I will cut into it and I will show you what it looks like when it's cut. I cut it really weird, but usually I cut out about 8 pieces of slices of pizza, or you can do squares or however you want to do it for your pizza, but I like it triangle slices, and then my boyfriend likes the square slices, so it just depends on whatever you want to do with your pizza. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. Like, comment, let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.